It's a beautiful day outside. It's a very beautiful day. I guess today I'm here to talk about, well, I wouldn't say a rather new topic, but something that's still, I mean, you have some new and old things, but I guess I wanted to tell my audience about these new things, and I'm still new to this because I'm starting to stutter and pause a little bit. But I mean, those will change, and I hope in the future, well, I hope my audience, whoever watched this, could leave a comment down in the link below and help me and tell me what I'm doing wrong, or at least I can fix it. But anywho, I guess I'll start. Well, the topics that I was going to talk about today is thoughts about Superman versus One Punch Man and Goku. Giants, well, like the existence of Nephilims, my cartoon idea, Krypto-saiyans, and alternative versions of Goku. So I'm going to start about Superman versus Saitama and Goku. And this topic may offend people, so if you are offended, then don't watch, or stop right now and just don't watch, or just leave a link or leave a comment in this comment section just explaining your opinions. But I guess so. There's always this thing, where there's always a fictional character that comes along and he's so strong that the fans of that fictional person thinks that he can beat other people, or they'll put that strength up against another strong fictional character. I guess this is where Superman versus Saitama and Superman versus Goku comes in. So I guess I'll give a brief history on both people, and I'll start off with, or all three really, and I'll just start off with One Punch Man, or his other name, Saitama, I guess. I think One Punch Man sounds better, because I don't know if I like that. So, in, say, One Punch Man, he is basically a parody of all superheroes. And what he does is he beats all his opponents with one punch. So, and he probably half the time isn't really aware of what's really going on. So he's kind of like a gimmick, and he never really fights seriously. So his punches are just they just gag punches. They're not his serious punches. I guess towards the enemies that he fight in his world. He has really, like I said before, he has a short attention. He's really not really, focused a lot. I mean, other things be on his mind, and he's really like, I guess short-sighted when it comes to the fight that he's in, And I guess my thoughts on that character is really, to be honest, I never really cared for One Punch Man, but I mean, I think he's an awesome character. And I guess he's really got a huge fandom behind him. A huge fandom. The next thing I'm gonna talk about is Goku. And of course, a lot of people on here may know him, He's another great fictional character, his powers. You know, he has the Kamehameha, instant transmission, the solar flare, telekinesis, can shoot Kai blast. He's super fast. He's a very excellent martial artist. He's in some cases, a fighting genius. He has about 6 transformations. Yeah, Super Saiyan 1, which is basically where it all started. It's very, it's that form that, changed the whole series. And then you got 2, which was a level beyond that, which was exposed, later on in the story arc of Cell saga. You got 3, which really pertain during the Buu saga and in some movies. And Super Saiyan 4, which is, a lot of people don't like it, but I just want people to know that I'm a big fan of Super Saiyan 4, because I guess it's different. It ain't something that you ever see in Dragon Ball series, even though Dragon Ball GT isn't canon, but I like it though. I like GT. It's a very good show. Then after that, you got Super Saiyan God, which is his hair turns red, and he can do. He's a god, well, personally, I really don't prefer to Goku as a god, really, because he's not really a god. He just has god-like chi. And he fought this villain called Lord Beerus. I guess he's the god of destruction. Even though I really don't like gods. I don't really like the god concept in Dragon Ball Super, besides the Kais, but for them, and then after that you got Super Saiyan Blue, which is basically Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan, and his head's blue, so it's kind of weird. But it seems legit. My thoughts on Goku: he's a very good character. He's one of my favorite fictional characters. He's pretty awesome, in his own way. So I guess that's what makes him, he's a good character. Now I'm going to talk about another great character, which is Superman, which is, I guess, what this topic is really about. Superman has been around since the 1930s, or the late 1930s. He's been going strong for 75 years. Probably now, I don't know, it's probably 78. No, 70. Shit, I don't know. Almost near 100 though, but he's been going strong for that long. His feats are very incredible. I mean, he can hold black holes, man. He can go fly faster than the speed of light. I mean, fuck, man. Can bench press planets, He pulled solar systems and was smiling while doing it, Man, flew through suns, fought some of the strongest godlike beings that probably ever existed in fiction. Uh, super intelligent, man. Same heat vision, super dynamic punches, man. A super reality warper. I mean, he can do a lot of things. It just is so much that I don't even know. That's because I haven't read none of his stories, but I hope to one day. But he has so much the other things that he can do. I mean, it's a whole bunch. He also is he has a body resistance, you know. Like his body is very resistant to anything, almost anything, even punches to a certain degree, you know, besides Doomsday. But, you know, a lot of shit can't hurt him, you know. That's why his name is the Man of Steel, because he really can't be hurt by a lot of anything, really. Or not even Doomsday in a lot of cases now, but, you know, it's just so much about his powers that I really can't speak on because I don't know that much about it. I know enough, but I don't know that much about him. I guess this is a bring to another question to why Superman is so, you know, overpowered. And I guess the reason for that is, well, he has to be, you know, this man is a god living among man, you know. And a lot of people don't like that, you know. A lot of people don't like that overpowered people, but actually, in all honesty, he kind of makes sense towards this world. The things that happen in the DC universe requires a person like Superman, you know. And I'm not saying that, you know, oh well, you know, I'm not a fanboy of him, because I'm not a fanboy. I really do love Goku. I'm not a fan of Saitama, but Saitama is awesome, and I like Superman too. But I understand that Superman, just the things that he has to do is very important. I mean, he's not meant to lose. He's meant to succeed, achieve, you know. He is a marker, you know, a standout, something that can't be relatable. And he's not supposed to be. I mean, we're not supposed to relate to him. We're supposed to understand, you know, that his powers are just phenomenal. They're beyond really understanding, because, I mean, his strength has no limit, you know. His feats really don't have a limit either. I mean, he's as strong as he needs to be, you know, when it comes down to it, you know. And he can overconquer anything. He can overcome anything. You know. That's just who he is. If you disagree, you can leave a comment in the comic section, you know. And this, well, what does this have to do really with Saitama and Goku? Well, the thing that I guess people have to understand is this is all fictional. You know, these are all fictional characters. They don't exist. And I guess when there are more fans who really believe, that want that character to win. But with Superman, it's not like, you know, he doesn't fight you, you know, like just to beat you. He fights to protect, you know. That's not always the case. He does do that sometimes, but most of the time it's not really about that. And the thing about Saitama and Goku that people really think they can be Superman is, I guess a lot of people don't really understand Superman, you know. A lot of people don't really understand Superman. A lot of people think they do, they really don't. And it's not very, you know, that's not very good. And I'm not saying that that's the case for everybody, because it's not. You know, some people are very open-minded and very respectful. I'm very respectful too, and I don't mean no disrespect to people. It's just that Superman, things that Superman can do is just awesome. You know, he can do awesome things. And when you put a character like Goku, who has limits, and he's not really technically a god. He's not a god at all. The people that he fights aren't even gods really, because they can be defeated. He can't be defeated. You know, it's really, you know, in a fight, in a real fight like that, he can't really be defeated. And Goku can, and I don't know why Goku would fight him. In a real fight, Goku would fight him, but he'll just to test himself. But it'd be no point in doing that, because it'd be a contradictory to his own character. You know, I mean, what it's like they were saying on Screw Attack and Variant Comics, and a whole bunch of other people said this. You know, what happens when you put a man who has limits against a man who doesn't have limits? I guess it's basically you'll be fighting, training forever with no purpose, because it wouldn't make sense, because you'll never beat him. You'll never beat him. Never beat him, but you'll learn much, but you'll never beat him, and that'll be the point that you'll just, for Goku, it wouldn't make sense. And this leads me to a lot of things later on down the road, to why I'll be talking about some things about Goku later. It's just is crazy. And Saitama, I don't know why a lot of people think that he can beat Superman. I mean, like they have some, it's just it's hassle, and you don't have to agree with me, and that's fine, because that's how the internet works. You know, people, we are meant to disagree with each other, and that's okay. You know, but I like Saitama, but you know, I have a lot of people say that he can beat Superman. I just be like, well, I don't know. Superman is just, he's not meant to lose, and Saitama is a parody, but I don't think being a parody makes you the winner. You know, you don't have that many feet, and you really can't be compared to somebody like Superman. You know, it doesn't matter if there's a character that come along that can beat somebody with, or like Variant Comics, he put it strictly, said that it doesn't matter if a character comes along who can beat everybody with just a flick of his finger. I mean, Superman will always find a way behind that, because that's what he does. He overcomes, he achieves greatness. You know, he's not meant to lose. He will beat Saitama. You know, he will get around that. He will find ways around that. You can't say that. I think people have to understand that the core of Superman and the core of Saitama, they're two different people. When it comes down to it, I mean, these things are just, it's very, you know, it's crazy. And I don't even watch Saitama, but I mean, I don't have to watch the show to even make it, to even make the conclusion that, oh well, you know, I haven't watched it, so you can't make that judgment. Well, I mean, I gotta think about it. Superman is a very different character. You know? It's like they were saying. A lot of people said that there are so many fictional characters that are compared to Superman. That shows his greatness. I mean, the things that he does. I mean, is already in himself, you know, great. There ain't really no character that can really stand up to that. You know, a lot of fictional characters, a lot of fictional heroes can't stand up to that. You know. Saitama is not one of them. I don't know why people believe that he can, but without understanding that it is. And I'm not saying it's wrong. You can disagree, and that's okay. You know, but he's a very strong person. He's very powerful. Saitama isn't that, you know. He's powerful, but he's not Superman powerful. I mean, I think, and I'm starting to realize that after I watch a lot of videos that Saitama, I guess fans give Saitama and Goku this illusion that they're very as strong as they're claiming to be, though, when they're really not. But I'll just leave it on that because I got other topics to talk about. Uh, I guess the other part of my topics is, I guess, giant humans, and or the Nephilims, or whatever you call them, the Anakis, or just whatever. Um, I really do hate this, and I mean, you can disagree, and it's fine. I mean, I'm very open-minded. I don't like attacking people, and it's just people believe what they want to believe. If you believe in giants, then that's fine. But in all notes, by all accounts and all notes, mathematically and biologically, it's impossible for giants to exist. And what I mean giants, I mean 30 foot tall 30 foot tall people walking on this planet, man. No, there have been people that have who have had exponential growth in the past years, to 8 to 9, 7 to 8 feet, but they all had genetic deficiencies. Some of them died, and that lets me to believe that these people were genetically deficient, because it was a chemical in their brain. I don't know what it was called, something that extended brain, or body growth, and these people had problems, and their body really couldn't their feet and the bodies really couldn't support itself. So I mean, these people were sick, and they died. Some of them died, and I just never understood that even a giant human, by technically by the square cube law, well, what the square cube law tells us, about mass and volume of a specific organism, is very detrimental. It can favor, or it can hurt it. And for us, growing that big, square cube law tells us that there is possibly no giants. There is no giants that ever existed. There's no evidence. There's no geological evidence. There's no historical accounts, no landscape accounts, no fossil evidence, is nothing. And it's very crazy. I don't know why people believe in it, but it's what they believe in, and that's okay. And another thing that makes me very, very crazy about it is that they say that the government is hiding the truth. I mean, I don't see no reason to hide giant bones. And I know a lot of people make the excuse because of, or it's evolution. It'll disprove evolution. They don't want us to know the real truth. There's a lot of people who are biblical and who believe in all types of stuff. And it's not even just people that believe in the Bible. It's a lot of people that I know who don't even read the Bible, but believe that giants exist because they have a different genetic makeup. Even though I don't disagree with that I disagree with that at all. Because if you have a different genetic makeup, you shouldn't even look like us. You shouldn't have the same body plan as us. You shouldn't even be able to actually even look like us at all. You'd be so genetically different that your body plan, everything would be different. They wouldn't look like us. Why do giants look like us? Why are they humanoid? Why don't they look like, like a goblin, or something? There's no accounts of none of that. Our bodies, there's only so much weight that our bodies can take, after they growth reach a certain point. And I guess for dinosaurs, people have to understand, dinosaurs had a different body and physique. Their bodies were made genetically different. For them, it was exclusively achievable for them to grow the big that they want. Even the theropods, they all had traits with birds. So these traits with birds actually help them achieve great sizes. So there were a lot of things for them that was beneficial for them to grow as big as they needed to be. But for us, we don't have that luxury. For mammals, we don't have that luxury. That's not saying that there aren't mammals that can get big, because there are, but for dinosaurs that size, on land, it's not. In water, yes, mammals, whales have achieved great sizes, but that's in water, and so have reptiles over the years. But on land, it was dinosaurs that had the size ratio. There are no other living mammals that ever achieved sizes of sauropod. Elephants are just behind. There were some in the past, like Adricnotherium, I think that's what it's called, a relative of the rhinos. It was the largest mammal to ever walk on land, but sauropods passed that. I just never understood why people believe in these giants when there's no evidence at all, and it's not the case. And a lot of people use the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence argument, and it's very crazy, because there is no evidence, for there's no evidence. If somebody can provide me with evidence, I will change my mind, but there's no evidence right now. And for this record, this also brings to another fact of the understanding of evolution. If there was a difference or a hidden species of human that existed for that long, we will find record of it. Evolution teaches us a lot. And if you don't believe in evolution, it's fine. I just want to say that now. If you don't believe in evolution, that's fine. You can leave a comment in this section below, debating with me about it. But what evolution teaches us is that, species diverge over time, so having different traits that, benefits them, and these benefits will either help them or make them go extinct, towards the environment. And that brings me to another point. What would gigantism do for a giant? Would it help it? Because I don't see no point in it helping it, towards the environment. Actually, they'll probably make it even worse for that person, that species. Gigantism, isn't really something that, works for humans like that. We are intelligent, that's what helped us get so far. Our ability to communicate, diversify, have make civilizations, develop psychological things, that help benefited us, and helped us push us along. I don't see the point of giantism, or the point of being a giant. What would it help? How would it help them? What evolutionary advantage does it give over us? If these things were so big, if they were that big, they shouldn't. What would it? How would it help it? Evolution, gives traits to the animals, whether that could help it or, destroy it. And animals that really can't adapt go extinct. There's no fossil evidence. There's just no evidence of this thing ever existed, which means it's probably really imaginary. This could be leading to another point that I'm a giant. I'm 6'2". I guess people exaggerated stories. People exaggerated stories about giants. I'm a giant considered to most people. Like I said, I'm 6'2". So that's a giant compared to a lot of people around me. I'm tall, so that could be a giant. I think people just really go crazy when they believe in this 30-foot tall people. It's just it's sad. I don't know what people believe. So, and I guess when people say having an open mind about it is, crazy, but you got to remember that it's not good to have a too open mind, because your brain may fall out. And you wouldn't want that, because that means you can just really believe anything, you know. And I don't believe in it. I don't believe in it. My mind is open. It's open to not believe in things like that. It's open to be more reasonable and very, very skeptical about things like that. It's open to the conclusion of what how people draw off of no evidence of something that, you know, been so popular on the internet, and I'm kind of sick of it. You know? It's a problem. It's a problem. Um, on another good note, another topic that I'm have is my cartoon idea. Um, I thought about making a cartoon because I'm an artist and that's what my passion is. I'm a cartoonist, I guess. I want to be an animator. I have a cartoon idea and it's in progress. I haven't really gotten truly started on it, and it's called Abstract. And it's just this idea that I came up with, and I guess the story so far is that it's about these two orphan boys. They black, and they find this object, and I guess this bounty hunter woman picks them up and she takes them on wild adventures. And I guess that's what I came up with so far. Uh, I do have the characters' names. The characters' names is Michael and Joshua and Abby. Abby's the bounty hunter, and Michael is the older boy out of the two. And Joshua's the youngest. And I just said, it's like I said, they got this object that was given to them by some unknown figure, and I guess the the bounty hunter picked them up and went on wild adventures. I haven't really gave much thought into it yet. I'm still writing the story, so. But from what I got right now, let me know in the comment section below about what you think about it. You know, what do you think? You know, what do you like assume from what I told you so far? I have to get better at my artwork. I mean, I'm good, but I'm not that good. And I need some practice. I guess that's why I need to get a computer so I can start, and especially my writing. I mean, I took a lot of writing classes in community colleges, but I need to improve better on my storytelling, because I mean, I always thought about writing stories, but I need to, I've been watching a lot of videos to say how to set up a good story, how to make a great cartoon, how to do things, I mean, but all it takes for both to make how to be a good artist and to be a good writer is just writing, but I always consider it's more to just that, it's always good to, not to be overconfident, too cocky, because everybody who writes doesn't become, successful. I mean, it's fun. I mean, it's enjoyable to me, but I don't really care so much about the fame bar. I just want it to be known, my story to be known, But for that, it has to be good, It has to really be outstanding, And that also comes with money. So I'm kind of in the middle of looking for a job. And I guess I've been lazy so far, because I know I need a job. I want to do all of this. Writing is easy and drawing is easy, but I really want to get a computer so I can start keeping note of things. And I have started writing on the story already, and I've drawn characters already. I just need to write their character bios and write the story in more. But I need money so I can start drawing the characters on the computers and everything. That's where things are going, you know. That's where a lot of cartoons are going. They're going digital. And I hope, you know, I can catch up with these artists, you know. I need to actually finish school, something I'm getting to. First, I need to find a job and try to move out of my parents' place. But what to look forward in the future for that is, I mean, I hope to do more videos about abstract, you know. I hope to make more one cartoon one day and post it on the video channel, you know, and not go to Cartoon Network or Disney or whoever, you know. I just hope to post it on YouTube, and I hope, you know, the people who watch it would like it, you know. But that's what I hope in the near future, to get more updates, to tell more updates, and release more updates about it. In the near future, I will, hopefully, if I can get there. Another topic, I guess, on another hand and another note of a topic I have is Krypto-saiyans or Satonians. Now, this topic is one of the most interesting topics because I always wanted to know, since I like Kryptonians and I like Saiyans, I always thought what a hybrid would be like. Now, I guess that's what they are, really. I guess they're some type of hybrid. Now, whether they'll be weak or not is up for debate. And you can leave a comment in the section below and explaining your thoughts. Is it even really possible? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it depends on who's writing the story, you know. You know, like, I guess for what we know about it, you know, some people say it may not be possible. It may. I mean, I don't know. Another thing that is about it is how strong would they be? I mean, I don't know. They probably would be weak, though they could be strong. I mean, it depends on how it's written. You know, what if they're genetically modified, they may be stronger. But just by I really don't know. But there's something to think about. Where would they originate from? You know, would it originate from a genetically modified copy, or would it originate from a couple who met, who was, one was Saiyan and one was Kryptonian, and they had a kid, and that led on to all of them? Or was they made in a lab? I mean, it's like that, you know. However, I do have a DeviantArt page, and I don't know if a lot of people use DeviantArt, but I will leave a link below to my page so people can check it out. But I have Krypto-saiyans on there. Well, you can check out my artwork from there, my past artwork. I haven't uploaded anything new because I don't have a computer. And I really do need to work on my artwork more. So I will leave a link in the below to my DeviantArt page so you all can check it out. And my last topic is, I guess, this relates to Goku versus Superman, and this actually makes me very mad. And I'm not mad at Superman, or I'm not mad at Screw Attack, or anybody that talks that anybody that talks or give favor to Superman. That's not how I am. I'm merely mad at Goku. I'm not mad at him, for who he is. I'm just mad at people, people always, be mad at Superman and all these, strong people without actually understanding them, And I always say, if you want to be mad at anybody, don't be mad at Superman. Be more mad at the people who created Dragon Ball Z, because they made Goku that weak. That's his character. They made his character out to be that way. If you don't like it, be more mad at them, And these one of the kind of the reasons why I don't like Goku a lot anymore. Even though he's my favorite character, I mean, I'm always, like, I always realize, and I know that, to be honest, I realize now how weak Goku really is, because he's very weak. Even a lot of people that don't even have superpowers can beat him, and that's how he always been, you know. These kind of one of the reasons why I don't like Dragon Ball Super. You know, I don't really like the God concept. I'm not really into all that. Um, it, it just doesn't make sense to me, and that's fine if you disagree. Um, Goku is a character. He's different from Superman, and that's okay. I don't want him to be as strong as Superman, even though I wouldn't mind. But you know, this leads me to be. This leads me to the idea of having different alternate versions of Goku. I don't like Dragon Ball Super, and I think Dragon Ball series should end. But that doesn't mean a new story shouldn't develop. I always thought about a Justice League. With Goku, Sailor Moon, Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop, the Cutie Honey Girl, Lupin the Third, Astro Boy, and the Yusuke Urameshi. Uh, so that'd be a good Justice League like team. But they can be rebooted. They don't have to be the same individuals from their original counterpart. They can be whole new different people, whole new different things. They don't have to be that. They don't have to be that that they don't have to be that thing that once was, in Dragon Ball Z. I mean, they could be something different. Now, I guess this is why this would be, to me, a good idea, in my opinion, is because it gives the audience something new to think about, some new characters, something new that they never thought about before. I mean, and Goku would have different feats, which would actually probably make him way more raw, or can make him less raw. I mean, it all depends. Because, I mean, this stuff hasn't been made yet, but it's just all for speculation. I mean, even for each character that I mentioned, I mean, if Superman could have different versions, I don't see why Goku shouldn't. And I guess people say that it wouldn't make sense, and I say it kind of would make sense because he wouldn't be that Goku. He'd be from something different, from a different universe that's outside of Dragon Ball universe. He'll be something else. He won't be that Goku. He'll be something completely different. you know and if you agree or disagree with me, leave a comment in the comment section below. uh I guess that's really inspired. I'm really inspired by an idea, and I was inspired by an idea like this. I seen a picture on deviantart about at the anime Justice League, and I always thought about it, and I realized it wouldn't make sense, but you know but it only wouldn't make sense if you put in the current characters now. I mean, but if you were to make a story where the characters were renewed different, not from their original counterparts, it would make some sense, and it'd be awesome. I hope I can do that, or somebody does that one day, make a comic or something one day. I hope somebody would do that. It'd be pretty awesome. I guess in conclusion, my final thoughts about this whole, topics is, I guess, why I really put all these topics in the video. I guess because I don't know if I might do another video, next day or not. I may, but I just do it all in one day because I just thought, maybe I should get some topics in, maybe because I may not be at the computer tomorrow, the next day, or after. But I will split all these topics up in their own separate video and go more elaborate on them, because I think they all need further discussions, further details. I hope to do that, and that will be in the near future. I hope I do, and Well, like I said, what are your thoughts about all the topics that I have? I mean, please leave a comment in the link below. 'Cause I enjoy talking about these things. They're really fun and interesting. I also, if you're very interested in my topics, please subscribe and give me, some suggestions to how I can make my videos better. Even though I have fun doing them, I always realize that I have a lot of things that I need to work on. I hope a lot of you can help me with that. You know, even though I am going to help myself, but it's always good to be more open-minded to help. So please subscribe and leave a comment below. And thank you and have a nice day.